Go ahead, give me a little feed in here. Okay, so what I'm using is whole corn, oats, whole oats, and 12% sweet feed. Now, those I got from Tractor Supply. I have a few places that I got it from, or get it from, but Tractor Supply worked out cheapest this time. And I also put black oil sunflower seeds in it. We actually picked these up at Walmart. So I'm going to use those. I got to price them around. It's the first time we've mixed it into the feed. We actually kind of bought that as a goat treat to start with. But yeah, what I'm doing is I'm mixing, just using these scoops here. Alright, I'm mixing 2 scoops of sweet feed, 1 scoop of oats, and 2 scoops of whole corn. You can use cracked corn, which that's actually what we usually use. But the goats prefer the whole corn, so that's what we're going to go with this time. The sunflower seeds, I would actually use a scoop of that as well, but I don't have enough this time. So I'm just going to go with a little scoop. It's busted. But just one of these little scoops. And what I'll do is I'll put all that into a empty bucket. And I'll have this mixing, and you know, I'll just keep doing it till it's got enough in it to where it's mixing it thoroughly. Like I say, you can do all this by hand, but I have a mixer, so I'm not gonna do it by hand. Yeah, I'll just keep mixing it till the mixer's full, make sure it's all nice and mixed, then I'll dump it in another bucket, and I'll store it in our old freezer. Freezers work amazing for it because it keeps moisture out and you can hold a lot of it. It's a nice construction. You can go get them from appliance stores for, I mean, a lot of times they'll just give them to you. You know, most I would probably pay for one is like $10 just because, I mean, if you look in another place, you'll probably get one for free. But yeah, it's incredibly easy. The goats love it. So we're going to get it to mix in here. This is not an amazing mixer. You have to give it a little bit of a hand start, but once it's started, it's good to go. So let's mix up some feed. Y'all can see what I do and see what you think of it, okay? Now I've already got some in here. Like I say, we camera swapped. So I don't know if that got caught or not. But let me show you what we've got in here. This is the amount you get for the scoops I've just done. And, you know, it'll all mix in nice. And like I say, the goats love it. It's healthy for them. The corn really helps them keep in heat in the winter. So, you know, it's helpful. And it's extremely affordable this way. I don't like buying the pre-mixed stuff just because you're paying like $16 for a bag of pre-mixed. I mean, I'm going to be mixing almost 300 pound of feed. And that cost us what? I took the receipt out of my pocket just a little bit ago. But you can't really go by that because we bought other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, normally mixing this costs about $70, right?
I think the goat stuff right there was probably around 50, 60 bucks.
Yeah, well, we've got, let's see, $20 in sweet feed, $12 in oats, and
I think it was $8, about $8 for the cracked corn.
Yeah,
for the
so
corn.
we're looking at $16 for corn. The oil seeds, the oil seeds, we bought, what, a 40-pound bag at Walmart, which I'm sure we can get that cheaper somewhere else.
I forget how much that was,
I'm
but
thinking
yeah.
that was close to $20.
So yeah, around 60, 70 bucks.
Yeah, and that'll make about 300 pounds of feed. And 300 pound of feed for us lasts, you know, a few months. I think we tend to get like 3 months out of it. So, you know, you're not going to get that kind of feed out of the pre-mixed stuff. I know the pre-mixed stuff has other ingredients in it that they like and, you know, helps with them being healthy, but we kind of already give them that stuff and, you know, their minerals and stuff like that. We feed them alfalfa pellets. You know, we make sure they're well looked after, but this is kind of like their, you know, morning and evening feeds. So let's get the mixing, and I'll show you about how much we're mixing up and, you know, how easy this process is. Alright, there's our mixed feed. Now me and Danny's gonna go ahead and put it in buckets and transfer it over. If you're doing this with a mixer, like I say, this is just a Harbor Freight mixer. Okay, I think we give like $120 for this. I mean, it just makes it so much easier. Go ahead and give me a little feeding. Go ahead. Give me a little feed. Okay. But yeah, that's what we end up with right there. It does have a lot of corn in it, which in the summertime I'll cut down on the corn and give them a little something else. The thing with us mixing the feed is we can change it up as and when we want to. Like I say, in the summer we'll take out some of the corn and we'll add in something else. We might add a little extra oats. I do like adding oats to it for when we're milking, just to help milk production come up some. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can look into just to give them a little something different.
And we're going to be adding stuff from our veggie garden as well, because that's going to double not only for us as a family, but for animal feed as well.
We're going to try experimenting with trying out some things. Like, I want to try drying kale.
And added it to the mix.
Adding it to the mix just to see what that'll do. But might not work out. Might work out great. We don't know.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know. We'll show you. But that's all there is to it for mixing this. And we'll just keep on mixing it at that ratio. 2 sweet feed, which I use 12%. You can use 14%. It's not going to hurt them. But I use 12% feed, I use 1 scoop of oats, and 2 scoops of corn. I did end up going with 2 scoops of the sunflower seeds, but like I say, it would be 1 big scoop is to what I would normally do, but I don't have enough to do that. So I'm just kind of going to use this up however I can. But that's all there is to it, guys. And I'll just keep doing that until I run out of feed to mix.
And Ellie says you're doing a good job, Dad.
Ellie says I'm doing okay. She's not gonna but,
Daddy.
We're going to go ahead and finish mixing this up, and then we'll give you a look-see at how we do our chicken food. Okay? Okay, guys. We finished up with the goat feed. Let's, Danny spilt some. Goats will be happy. Now I'm gonna end up mixing, probably next month. Let's back it up some, can we? Hey guys, I got a tripod attached. That's a fair bit of feed. It really is. This right here would do us months. Like I say, about 3 months. Maybe even a little longer. Especially when summer kicks in. I don't know. It might actually last less. Because right now we're giving our goats a pound of feed a day. That's what we're giving them. That little thing there, that's about your halfway mark in these freezers. But, yeah, I'll mix it up again. Or mix me up some more. That's what we end up with. Okay, so, chicken feed. The way we mix our chicken feed is I buy the 16% layer feed, okay? Now, ours are egg-producing hens, okay? And I buy the Do More brand just because price-wise. That's what I look at. I look at price. I have to admit. And cracked corn. We mix this, you know, a 1-to-1 ratio, okay? Bag of each. That's the way I mix mine. There's nothing special to it. I will end up mixing it in my mixer, okay? But, it's not necessary. It really isn't. I mean, just do, you know, a couple scoops of each, mix it up. We store our feed, chicken feed, anyhow, in buckets. I don't know. And we buy these, I think they're Gamma 2 or something buckets, or the lids. You can use any bucket you want. I did buy a few from Tractor Supply, but you know, I've got other type of buckets. These are food grade buckets. But, yeah, it's really nice. It's got a rubber ring around it. Keeps all the water out and critters. Just screws on. It's easy for the kids to use. And they stack well. So, I mean, we can, you know, we can stack them up 2 or 3 high, however. And then the kids, you know, once they get so many used up, they'll let me know and I'll go out and I'll buy more feed. So, you know, that works out pretty nice. I wouldn't mind getting another chest freezer to put it in. But I think I'm going to end up with a lot of waste that way. Just the kids transferring it back and forth. This way here they can take one of these buckets. They can take it down to the chicken coop. You know, leave it out there. And just use it up as they need to. Once it's empty, they'll bring it back in and, you know, set it to the side. Grab another one. It works out extremely well with the kids. A bucket of chicken feed does not weigh very much. I think it works out to be like 20 pounds is what a bucket will weigh. But yeah, that's all there is to it. That's all we do for the chickens for feed. Now, that's not saying that's all we feed them. But, you know, pre-mixed or bought feed, that's all we give them. We do give them all kinds of treats. We give them sunflower seeds. We'll give them all kinds of greens. You know, chickens are like pigs. They eat almost anything. You know, they get a lot of our scraps. We have a food pantry, or food bank, local food bank, that we take all of their greens and stuff that go bad. So it kind of helps us out and it helps them out. So we do that as well. In the spring and summer, I mean, they absolutely love us to give them, you know, grass and weeds and branches with leaves on it. So, I mean, it's not that feed is all we give them. But this is what, you know, we make sure they have at all times. that is all we buy for the chickens. We don't pay out for anything else. Once in a while, we'll stick a little bit of apple cider vinegar in their water. But, you know, that's about it. Oh, I lied. We also use... I'm always forgetting about this. See if it's in this one. Snow everywhere. I'm thinking it's not. Now I'm thinking it is. DE. Diatomaceous earth. You can find this stuff or people talking about it all over YouTube. It's amazing stuff. And a bag will last you a long, long time. But we give it to all of our animals. We give it to the goats, we give it to the dogs, to the chickens. I mean, any animal we have gets it. And it helps keep down with fleas and ticks and worms. We never worm our goats. We don't have to. The DE takes care of it completely. And the more they eat it and it spreads around, because after it goes through their system, you know, it still stays in the feces. So it's everywhere, you know. It's on the ground all over the place. So it just cuts down on everything. We don't have flea problems anymore. Actually, last year, Buddy got fleas before we started using DE. Hello, Daisy. You got your nose and... But, I actually took it and I rubbed it all over his fur, and that only took about a week, and he was flea-free. So, it really helped him out. And it's safe for the kids to use. It's not poisonous. It's all natural. And it kind of seems expensive to me when I bought it. This is a 40-pound bag, I believe. I believe that's what it is. It was the biggest bag Tractor Supply had, which I didn't think I was going to be able to find it there. But because when you check it out on the website, it says, you know, basically you just have to go to your store and see if they have it. Not all stores carry it. But I was lucky. Ours did carry it, and they carry it in like 4 different ways. So, I thought it was a little bit pricey. I did. I think I ended up giving 30-something for it. But that bag has lasted and lasted and lasted and lasted. If you only have a dog or feeding chickens, a little bitty container works. You know, you don't have to buy a massive bag of it. But I like to buy everything in bulk, so that's what we worked out, and I've loved it. It works perfect. I was a little skeptical of it because I am with most things I don't know anything about. But definitely worth it, guys. Definitely. Alright, I'm going to get off here. I have a few more things to do before we get some more storms rolling in. I'm not looking forward to. Here comes the clover. Hello, honey. What do you think? You want out? Oh, they heard out. Come on, y'all, come on out. Come on. Come on, girlies. Susan. Hello, honey. You waddler. I gotta check on your hooves here in a bit. She's getting big. Oh. They're coming over to clean up the feed mess Danny made. Well, hop off. Come on. There you go, clean up. Come on, girlies. Come on. I don't want to hear it. I got gate open. There you go, Lily. You're getting a little bit big too. You just look fat though. I don't know. Daisy! And there's a Daisy. Come on out, Daisy. I gotta trim your hooves too. You and Susan's getting it today. That's what we get. And chickens love it.